All right, folks, welcome back. This is our Monday edition for the ICT Mentorship. So I'm looking at the dollar index and looking at what has transpired so far for the weekend and today. And I think there's a little too much nervousness, skittishness in the markets. And I'm thinking that they're probably going to send the dollar higher. I would have liked to see, as I mentioned before, the volume imbalance keep price at bay, not see it go higher. It actually looks like it's accumulating here. So if we trade through fair value gap here, it's just going to accelerate to the higher high here. Also, with the stock market selling off, it feels more appropriate for it to trade higher. Now, what changes it? If we trade on a closing basis below that low right here, okay? Euro dollar still sideways, but it looks like we may want to roll for this sell side liquidity there. I'm not suggesting anyone should take a trade in it. I'm just suggesting that's where we're at right now. Just to revisit on gold, I mentioned we would likely see this thing trade higher. It's almost at our initial target here at the old high. So a nice little pop up in here. Crude oil, I mentioned that it could trade down into the 88.20 level. It did. Showed a willingness to want to rally up. I think that if the war scenario pans out, we're probably going to see 105, 107 oil. So just keep an eye on that. All right, so here's the NASDAQ. This is last week's chart, so that way you can see the difference between what I showed last week versus what actually transpired today. Low resistance liquidity run signature, as I mentioned, that was the target. We bounced off of that after taking sell side liquidity, traded up into a premium. Failure in here, breaks lower. This right here is the exact model that I'm teaching on YouTube. Market structure, shift, right here, shift, imbalance, trades up into the imbalance, accumulate short positions, break lower, attack the sell side liquidity over here. All right, so let's take a look at what we saw today. All right, and here is the mini NASDAQ for today's trading, February 21st, 2022. And I apologize, this should be showing Thursday's low. So we had Friday's trading down, and today's opening, we opened, rallied up, immediate rebalance to Thursday's low, and then back down into sell side liquidity. So here's Thursday's low, Friday's trading, traded back up into Thursday's trading, or Friday's trading rather, broke down, broke even lower, stayed heavy all day, and today was a holiday, so it stopped trading at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I got a lot of emails asking me what happened. Did the market crash? Did they have a cyber attack? It was not. I'm not trying to make fun of any one of you, but it's funny to see that because it's like you were thinking the worst possible scenario. It was President's Day, so on holidays you want to be mindful that they're probably going to close early, and it's usually around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, New York local time. But we have a small little gap in here. See that? Right there. The market came up, hit that, and right inside that area, that's where I'm taking action. I want to see it react off of that. So dropping down into a 15-minute time frame, here's that same hourly fair value gap that's being traded up into here. And it breaks down, and I'm showing you the actual candle I went short for the big drop down in, running below the old low that I've been mapping out with you guys and also shared publicly with the YouTube community. All right, on a 5-minute chart, you can see old high, we broke down, traded back up in, so we broke once more, low resistance liquidity run signature here, and we have fair value gap. Relative to the high and the low of that price swing, it's in a premium. We traded up in, consolidated, and if you look real close, that imbalance is what I was watching right there. When I hammered that, that's when I wanted to go short. Because I felt confident that we had what? A swing high formed, high, higher high, lower high. This high didn't go above it. in this candle here, it went back up into the imbalance over here. This is the part that's not going to be in tomorrow's YouTube channel video, okay? But the idea was I was entering there. That was the strength behind two fair value gaps. All premium arrays, all supporting the structure that it's going lower. High, short-term high, short-term high, intermediate term high, because it's higher than that one, and it's higher than that one. So we have a swing high here, and I'm inside of imbalance there, and it's showing resistance at a previous imbalance. That's very strong. So I'm going to go short here, and then ride that down, and just hold on to it. Just hold on for the close. I'm not trying to finesse anything. I don't care that it's closing early, because I actually told my wife and my oldest son that lives with me, I said, I hope we gap down 100 more points below, because we closed here and then we opened and then quickly rushed lower, and I couldn't get to the screen fast enough to close it. But I got out at 13,612, which is not bad. I mean, it's $4,920 for one contract from here to here. So that's not bad, but I wish I would have got down here a little bit closer, but that's that's just the old me being, a stickler. So I used market structure here. I used the liquidity below that old low here. I submitted to the whole day. I didn't want to try to get out. I didn't want to try to finesse any kind of like, oh, I made 50 points or I made 100 points. I'm going to try to hold for that swing below that target I've outlined with you all and with the YouTube community. So I want to kind of bring up something real quick. A lot of you are using third-party software programs to download the videos, like to do it really quick, and you're finding that your username is getting banned, and it has like a forbidden message on it, and then you have to reach out to Website Toolbox, because we can't correct that. You emailing us, it's something that we cannot correct. So they're asking me to ask you all, do not use third-party applications to download the forum or the videos. Now, obviously you can see I don't own Website Toolbox. That's not my company. I use it just for the forum. But they're telling me that I have to tell you this because it's causing problems for them. So there's too many of you, because this community is huge, there's too many of you all having to contact them, and they have to fix all these issues. You're not supposed to be using those platforms. Okay, so I'm suggesting to you this. I'm going to say it this time, and then I'm going to say it again on Wednesday. If you get your account locked up again, that's between you and them. They can basically say you're done, because you're in their eyes, you're hacking, spamming, or abusing the terms of use for their forum. The forum is not mine, it's theirs. So I'm using them as a third-party agent to allow us a community location. So to prevent your account from getting screwed up, and I can't correct that, okay, if you're seeing a forbidden message when you're trying to log in, there is a email address inside that message that goes to Website Toolbox. Use that and explain to them that you are unable to get in. They mentioned that there's a very small likelihood that it's not all of you doing it, but I know some of you are actually using these third-party platforms to download everything. You're getting all the videos downloaded in 18 hours, and that's great and all. I wish there wasn't a hang-up. I wish you could all just do that and I ain't got to worry about it. But for whatever reason, Website Toolbox, the hosting company for this forum, they're having issues with it. So I'm just sharing the message they shared to me. And again, I'll share this also as another warning to you guys on Wednesday. I'll actually show you the email I got from them, so that way you know it's not me just trying to be a little Hitler. I want you all to download the videos. Download them, okay? But for whatever reason, you're downloading the forums, and that's what's causing the issue. Like, you're downloading the threads and everything else. I don't know what you're doing to do it, and I personally don't care. I don't have an issue with it. But Website Toolbox, they're having a hissy fit about it, and that's why it's causing your ISP to be blocked and banned. So I'm just letting you know. There it is. I got also a question. Am I going to leave the areas up in the forum where the videos were hosted? No. Number one, I don't want to do that because it's like suggesting that the video should be there, but it ain't. And I'm going to get emails about that. You have until June 1st, 2022 to have everything downloaded. You have plenty of time. You don't need to have a third-party thing downloaded in 18 hours. Just casually work through it each day. I know some of you don't have time for it. You don't have this, you don't have that. You have plenty of time between now and June 1st. That's all I'm saying. Not one video is going to be hosted on this server. I'm not paying the money. I'm not asking for anybody to pay money to keep it going. I do not want to work with money being paid to me anymore. Okay, I've had enough of it. I don't want any more of it. We're going to the forum. I'm going to teach with charts and PDF files. That's the way it is. Okay, I promised you all that you would have lifetime access to these videos. Well, guess what? You're downloading them. You have lifetime access to it. You actually have them in your possession. Okay, but you have to download them. Okay, it's a lot of them, yes, but they're all listed in areas. Go month by month rather, and just knock it out. Okay, I'm giving you the entire month with no new content because I'm going to be on vacation. Take advantage of that. Use that time to go through and download all the videos. Get everything downloaded, all the PDF files, everything. And I will have, I mentioned I would have it up before we get to May. There's a section of videos that got all kinds of corruption. So it was the very first set of videos after the first group's mentorship technically ended in that August of that year, 2017, to 2018. I think it's February. Don't quote me on it, but I think it's like February 2018. There's a number of videos in there. I will have all those things available for all of you to download, but I have to reconcile some things with where I'm going to put them to make it easier. Okay, so in the meantime, just download everything that's available in the forum. Okay, I will be warning you each week, let you know what's going on. But month 1, 2, and 3, March 1st, they will not be on the forum. So if you haven't been doing it, download month 1, core content, all the commentaries below those core content lessons. It's not a lot, folks. It's not. It literally takes a couple minutes to download it. Do that for month 2 content and month 3. Because on March 1st, those 3 months will not be on the server. I'm removing them. So I'm constantly squeezing you to keep getting this done. If you don't do it, don't ask me in June, hey, can you give me a set of videos? No, I'm not. I'm not doing it because I'm giving you ample time. I warned you last year that this was coming. Okay, I can teach with a PDF file. I can throw charts together, put commentary bubbles on it, and literally teach everything in just a snap of a finger. You'd have everything right there. And it's much easier. Time efficient for each of us. And it's easy for you to store. It's easier. All around, it's easier. So I'm looking forward to it. And until I talk to you tomorrow on YouTube, be safe.